development. Now, when it comes to quality of operation and maintenance of transmission systems and lines, at times our best is not good enough. There is always a scope for next level. It is my pleasure to welcome on stage Director Operation, PowerGrid, Shri Naveen Srivastava, to have a session on best practices on O&M of transmission substations and lines.
Very good afternoon. No, sound is not coming. Very good afternoon. Once again, very good afternoon. Respected Chairman, UPPTCL, MD, UPPTCL, distinguished guests, directors, my fellow colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let me tell you, we are not different from you. We are also a transmission company. We are also a transmission provider to our esteemed customers. So where my presentation will be, or my speech will be on what PowerGrid is doing. We are not doing different, but maybe we are doing certain differently. How we are doing it, I'll try to put it up. We have an integrated grid. Friends, we require the grid should be totally reliable. It should be resilient for the conditions. You know, India is a country where a lot of cyclones comes, drought comes, extreme weathers. We are having hilly regions. We are forest. So there are systems. We have a 5 or 6 wind zones now. So we have to see that since we are working all over India, so our resilience is much tougher than yours. So we are working on that way. So we should have not only reliable, resilient, but quality power also. So this is the area where I will try to put up. You see that in PowerGrid, we are not calling as O&M. We are not saying whatever we are doing it as an operation and maintenance. We have come with a new word, which is called the asset management. Asset management and what is operation maintenance, how it is differ. Asset management is a global term, is a long term, where we think that assets to be used effectively, it should work effectively, it should give the results which we want. So what is that? Operation and maintenance is part of asset management. Asset management is basically not only managing the assets, but basically it's a mindset. We have to see that how we can manage our assets, how we care our assets, how you deal with your assets so that they give you the results as per our requirements. For example, if I want the transformer to work for 30 years, it should work 30 years plus. If I want my breaker not to trip, not to fail, I have to see that it should not fail. So it cannot be only the breaker which we are maintaining will help us, but we have to see in a holistic manner, usko puri tarah dekhna hai ki how the things will work. So it is having a different aspects. We start with the concept. Suppose you have to make a substation in Lucknow. This is a concept. Then we design. You design it. Then you execute it. Then you make it. You manage that assets which has come out and see that once it covers the age of that asset is over, then we have to dispose of also. So this is whole word is asset management. It requires a lot of departments. Not only just doing the operation and maintenance will do. We have to have a supply chain management. We have to have an investment management. We have to have a stores management. We have to have a human resource management. All the management will come together. That becomes the asset management. So PowerGrid is working in that direction, that we are, O&M becomes a small part of. So we have two departments. One is the project management, one is the asset management. So we are going in the different direction. So I want to start with that. Asset management is an area. Now how the management will think, why we should go for asset management, why it is required, what is the help in that. We are doing operation maintenance, we are doing, our systems are working, we are, my stations are working well. But what will happen when it is failing? When it is, once you find that it is occurring, what is the age? What is the status of your, what is the RLA of your equipments? How you know it? Can anybody tell me that what is the status of Saharanpur substation? Nobody can. We just manage it. We have initially we used to have a systemized maintenance system. Daily maintenance we do, daily checking we do monthly, we do quarterly, we do, yearly, 3 yearly, 5 yearly. That is there. That is operation. But we are only restricting ourselves to that particular assets. So first of all, I want to bring this forum to a level where we start thinking that asset management is not a short term. It has to be a long term. We have to see that how we manage it in a proper manner. What is the usage of OPEX and CAPEX expenditures? We can see that it can be properly maintained. I'm telling you about from the directors or management level, because management is also sitting here. From the execution point of view, we see that it's having their age. We start investing in innovations. We start investing in digitalization. We start considering that assets, what is the new thing which has come out. So let me bring out, first of all, we used to see that asset management, which is not only O&M, monitoring, repairing, everything comes out to be. So I'll come out with some of the aspects. Starting, I'm doing it so that you will come to my knowledge. I'll start with some of the part. What is PowerGrid? PowerGrid Corporation of India Limited, it has established in 1991 when all the generation public sectors, it was thought of, let us transmission will be one unit as you are having UPPTCL. So at that time it was thought that in the central level we should have, it was first name was given to NPTC, National Power Transmission Corporation. After that it converted into PowerGrid Corporation. Sir, let me tell you that 85% of our ISTS is maintained by PowerGrid. ISTS lines, which is backbone of this infrastructure, this industry, which is 85% we are holding up. We are not only, we'll tell you that we are a public limited company where 51.34% share is with the government, the rest is with public. So we are answerable to the public also. Whatever we are investing, what we are doing it, we have to think in direction of public where it is moving in direction. We have to see that we have a 3.4 trillion market share, 3 lakh crore ki company hai ye. Domestic rating and international rating, you can see that we are one of that. I'm just giving you a small part how much assets we are maintaining. We are maintaining around 287 substations. These whole 287 stations plus which is available in PG InvIT, that is being maintained by one place which is called Manesar, our National Transmission Asset Management Centers, and we have 4 regional asset management centers. They are operating the stations. We are not operating any of the substation locally. We have around 1,560 kilometers lines, which is, if you calculate, it is around 1,81,000 circuit kilometers. Inter-regional capacity, you know that PowerGrid is the only organization which has brought India in one grid, one frequency. So all 5 grids, all 5 regions are now converted into one grid. We are working on one frequency. This is the only country in the world which is working on single frequency. So this is the pioneer which PowerGrid has brought in India. The last part which I want to tell you, we are maintaining 99.84% availability. Whereas our regulator says 99.75, above that, you will not get much incentive. So 99.75 is not part, 99.84 is our availability. Almost 65% of the lines has not tripped for last 3 years. Almost 80% of the line which has not tripped even single time from last 1 year. So we have all, you can see all the flowers which are with us. We have 19 HVDC stations. We have largest number of 765 kV substation other than China. China is the largest. Even you know that Australia is not having even a single 765 kV substation. US is having only 765 substation in the North USA. They are now approaching us. Now we are providing engineering expertise to the south of the US. They have contacted us, my team is going. The engineering is being done by us. We have 170 400 kV substations. The fourth part which I want to tell you, which is now the required, is the SVC and STATCOMs. Friends, now the inertia is changing. Now renewable are getting integrated. Renewable aa raha hai. Initially we used to have thermal generations, we used to have gas generations. What was the benefit? They were having turbines, they were having rotors. What was having? They were having AVRs. The voltage control, the profile control was done by these people. By AVRs, we are able to. Now what is happening? The thermal generation is going away. Gas is almost stopped. It is basically when the renewables comes, the voltage profile and energy inertia is completely changing. So what is required? How to do it? I'm telling you, when the starting renewable comes in the Rajasthan, we were having almost not less than 4 or 5 small grid disturbances, because we were voltage in the daytime it's a fully loaded, in the nighttime it is zero loaded. So this voltage, so here the STATCOMs and SVC plays the major roles. We are almost having 22 numbers, and around 9 numbers are under constructions. And I'm telling you another new concept which is called the synchronous condensers. This is also PowerGrid is going to bring it in the Pancathal case, when we are going to bring the power from the Kashmir on the top of the Pang, which is at -40 degree, where the STATCOMs and SVC now. So we are coming with the synchronous condensers. So this is the major requirement at present. Here we have to see why I am telling you the things are changing, boss. Friends, you have to understand that whole energy sectors is changing. You will not see what we are today. After 10 years, it will be wholly loaded by renewables. When we have one sun, one grid, one world, your interconnections will be there. Why we are coming? Because we want to send the sun. When the sun is set, we will import the power from sun. So it will be dominated by solar and wind generations. The thermals and nucleus are going to go down. These are the dominated. So these will play the role. We have 84 numbers of GIS and hybrid. So you can understand the experience we are having. Almost, I'll not tell how much, 292,000 and 4,200 transformers are there. So I was telling about this is what I want to tell you. I'll not take much time. I have already told you. We have to change the philosophy. Now we stop talking about operation maintenance. We should start talking about asset management. Why it is? The decisions will be risk-based and evidence-driven. I'll come out what did this mean. Sustainability and resilience. These are the two very important. Resilience, I've already told you, your system should be resilient. Resilient means लचीला होना है. आपकी कोई भी कंडीशन हो, कैसी भी हो, मेरा ग्रिड नहीं बैठना है, मेरा सिस्टम नहीं बैठना है. So we have to be resilient. हमको लचीला होना है, बॉडी को लचीला होना है. Sustainability means मुझे सस्टेन करना है. मुझे आगे 10 साल से 20 साल तक मेरा सिस्टम चलना है. ये दोनों चीजें आज बहुत जरूरी हैं. Continuous improvement is required. Life cycle thinking, which I told you that you have to see the concept, design, construction, operation, renewal, and disposal. All the factors you have to think in that direction. This is one of the factors why I brought this part, ISO 55000. This is the ISO which is available in the world for asset management. It is not related to transmission or generations or only in the electrical sector. It is a sector, it is the ISO which is for any asset management, maybe infrastructure, and the roads, buildings, oil, any sector, it is having a ISO 55000. You know it, ISO tells us what is to be done, how it is to be done. PowerGrid is the only transmission organization in the India which has come with the 55,000. And recently, the Institute of Asset Management, which is having members of almost 32 countries, has awarded us the best asset management company in India. I'll now come with the topic which given to me. What is how we are what is our. Now you have come to the asset management. I'll not talk about O&M. We'll talk about asset management. Asset management is almost what you said O&M. It is now it's come to you. This is the area where we work. First is all the digital transformation. Now the thing is why we should go digital transformations. We are operating the breakers, na? Already we are doing it. What is wrong in that? We can operate. We have a manpower, we do it. Boss, I'm telling you, this industry is going very fast. What is energy transition? Energy transition means everything is going to become electrical. Whether it's mobility, आपको e-vehicle मिलेगा. Whether appliances, domestic appliances electrical बनेंगे. The things are going to, and everything is renewable. तो कितना डाटा होगा आपके पास? और डाटा अगर आपका ट्रांसपेरेंट नहीं है, डाटा आपका ठीक नहीं है, तो आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते. और जब हम मैनुअल इंटरवेंशन आता है, आई एम टेलिंग यू द डाटा विल बी डिस्टॉर्टेड. एक एग्जांपल देता हूं. आप 4 लोग खड़े होते हैं, 5 लोग खड़े होते हैं, पीछे वाला एक एक्शन करता है, सामने वाले पर जब घूमते हुए एक्शन जाता है तो क्या बन के आता है? द कम्युनिकेशन when it is becomes a manual, it's a difficult. So digital transformation is a very, very important aspect. Every utility has to go. We have to see our processes which we are doing it. जो हम पहले करते थे, पहले हमारा टेलीफोन था, फिर बटन वाला आया, फिर स्मार्ट आया, अब पाम टॉप आ गया, हैंड में आ गया. Things are going. The process, you have to make yourself aligned to the process and you have to do the re-engineering. This is the second part which we are doing it. We have to upgrade ourselves. World is moving like anything. Upgrade means we are integrated grid. We have to see even if one is not doing, the other will be affected. And also the human resource which you people are there. We have to develop them. We have to make them understand what we want, how the system are going. We are connected with all the best utilities, whether it's the SIGRE, IEEE. This year, Paris SIGRE, almost 15% papers have been selected from PowerGrid itself. So we think in the direction that our manpower should start thinking. We are having almost 159 students which we have made them to do MTech on PowerGrid cost. They are doing in AI and ML. Apart from that, from LIT Jalandhar, we have another MTech courses. We are having other MBA courses from NTPC managed. We will invest the money. PowerGrid will invest the money and put them the skillful. Then only we can come out the results from them. So what is the practices we are following? Let me tell you the transmission line. We are using the GPS, PG Darpan. We see that there should not be a mistakes or this should not be a manipulation by anybody. Our manpower goes to the location. It can be open only when that lat long is matching. So we are using the GPS. Every data is GPS based. Any photographs, anything. I'll come one by one. I'll just make you to understand what is that. We are using drone in patrolling. I'm telling you what is happening. The top portion, we were not able to see it. Now with the help of drone, not only we are taking the photographs, we are using PG Amrit. What is that? We have already made around 12 to 25, 20 from the bottom and 12 defects. Once the drone takes the photographs, it's immediately come to my AI. There is a template there. It immediately compares with that and gives the defects in 1 minute time. No need to see the photographs. No need to observe the photographs. Only you have to upload the photographs, and you see that in the next future, uploading will also be done in and within 1 minute, I get the defects of the tower very easily. Then the satellite imaging. This is basically for the vegetation management. आपको भी लगता होगा आपकी लाइन पेड़ के कारण ट्रिप हो रही है, आपको भी लगता होगा कि आपको पेड़ काटने पड़ रहे हैं. You have to see that how the vegetation management can be AI based. AI based हम लोग ने 2 पायलट प्रोजेक्ट्स किए. I'll come to that. Once I have done in North East region. आपका रीजन तो बहुत कम पेड़ है. नॉर्थ ईस्ट में जब जाएंगे तो केवल पेड़ ही पेड़ होते हैं वहां. When you go, आप तो घूमने जाते हैं ना, हम लोग तो, लेकिन जब ट्रांसमिशन लाइन बनती है, you have to have. So we have a system, satellite imaging. It run over the line. It can be seen what are the trees available, what is the growth of the tree, how it is maintaining, and we are able to know by sitting at Delhi कि इस लाइन में इतने पेड़ हैं और इतने क्रिटिकल पेड़ हैं हमको काटने हैं. This is the we have done for 650 kilometers. We got not 100%, along 70% result, 65% result we got it. Another we are doing with the ISRO. We have done spatial decision making, where we are 100% sure that not only vegetation we'll able to see that if the reverse is changing the course, हमारा कोई critical tower हो रहा है, any hill sinking can occur. ये सब भी हम उसमें देखकर हम अगले 6 महीने या अगले 1 साल के लिए हम प्लान कर सकते हैं कि ये हमारा टावर क्रिटिकल हो रहा है, ये लाइन क्रिटिकल हो रही है, हमें एक्शन लेना है. इवन कोर्स चेंजिंग, रिवर कोर्स चेंजिंग, इट विल टेल अस. दिस इज वेयर वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड. यहां मैनुअल काम नहीं करेगा. रिवर चेंज होगी आपको कभी नहीं मालूम पड़ेगा. ओनली सैटेलाइट कैन टेल यू, ओनली द सिस्टम कैन टेल यू. सो हियर एआई इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. हमें आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस यहां लाना है. ERS you all are having, I'm not talking about that. Another part is hotline maintenance. We are doing hotline maintenance. I'm telling you, my team is doing maintenance of lines, hotline, in charge line, up to 765 kV also. Recently, मेरे एक tower में, एक line में, there was, conductor was, stand was cut out. But by hotline maintenance, my team has done it. So this is the area which is very required. This will increase your availability of the lines. This will increase the availability of your system also. Now we come to the maintenance part, how we do it. There is a word, you will see that RCM. We call it the reliability central maintenance. हम अब transformers, reactors, switchyard equipments, transmission line, GIS, इनका कोई रेगुलर मेंटेनेंस नहीं करते कि देयर इज नो क्वार्टरली मेंटेनेंस और हाफ ईयरली मेंटेनेंस और ये दिस इज ओनली चेकिंग में बी देयर. This is based on the health indexing of the transformer. Let me take an example. I have 4,200 transformers with me. At present in my mobile, I know the healthiness, all the 4,200 transformers. I can see right now also. It is healthy, moderate, critical. So we have to see that when I am a teacher in a class, I have to see that the best student is my best student. But I have to see that the student which is on the back bench, I have to make him pass also. So critical instruments, we can see it also. So I am not going with that. We see that which is reliable. I'll give you a photograph here, I'll show you. This is a matrix, we found it. And we see that which is reliability, where reliability is more, we do less maintenance. Which is reliability is less, we do major maintenance. So reliability form, we have changed it. Not only we have saved 20% of our time, we have changed our manpower. We can use that manpower for other places also. NTMC, I have already told you. Now we have a digital tools for health indexing and finding out the RLA of the transformers. Now, why digital digitalization is required? As I already told you, there is a high volume of operational data. If you want to see it, at present, PowerGrid is having around 36 terabyte data. And another almost 17 substations are coming in next 3 years. In 2 years, we are going to cross 50 terabyte data. When the 50 terabyte data, हम manually तो operate नहीं कर सकते. So we have to see that real-time data हमारे पास ट्रांसपेरेंट हो, एक्यूरेट हो और ठीक ठाक हो. हम जब भी जाते हैं, मैनुअल जाते हैं, आपको जो दिख रहा है उसको कई बार उसकी रिलायबिलिटी भी कम है. When we put the sensor there, so we have the reliability data at present. So this is the data is going to change very effectively. projects and operational efficiency will increase. That is very good because you have the accurate data in very less time. It is available. Anytime you can get this data. The speed is very high. The coordination and productivity in construction is very high. And the last part, which is management should see that it is having a strategic business value. You have to see that at present, if you are not going to digitalize your system, in next 10 years, what will happen, I don't know. Even you'll not get the spare parts also. You have to, systems, you see that SCADA in the full form, ERP in the full form is to be established. If you want have a collaborative, collective, and integrated manner, you have to run your assets. I'll tell you how PowerGrid is working. These are the topics you must have read it in digitalization, that IoT is there, process bus is there. IoT is that Internet of Things. So we are having lot number of sensors in all the equipments, whether it is transformers, reactors, breakers, CTs. We all are having sensors. The data is giving it. IoT, we are using that. Process bus. PowerGrid is the first transmission utility in the world which has come out with the first 765 kV process-based substation. We call it as a digital substation. ये normal substation से कैसे differ होता है? I'll give an example. It is, as you know, there is a breaker, there is a CT, you have a cabling, you bring it to your C&R panel, and after that, you go to the SCADA or BCU, and then you operate it up. What is there now? The cables have been removed. That, in process bus, it is we are using optical cables. We are using optical sensors, which is taking the data. All the cables, almost cables is remain only 5%, which we are using right now. Cables are the, the weak link in any of the substations. So that was the area we want to work in. We started with 132 kV substation. We have Chandigarh, we have done 220 kV substation. And recently, we have done a 765 kV Navsari substation. It is totally process-based on ISO, 61850 protocol, and it is working on that. So this is the area where now all the retrofittings, we have decided, जो भी substation हमारा old हो गया है, अगर हमको नया लाना है, तो process based रहेगा, 61850 पर base रहेगा, और process रहेगा, वो digital substation रहेगा. We are using AI and ML. I have already told you in Amrit, in PG, Darpan, in Udan, all AI based. Captive network, I'm telling you, this is also one of the factors. All the substations we are going to connect with Wi-Fi 5G. So Srivastava sahab, ये क्या 5G तो हमारे को यहाँ भी मिल रहा है. It is what is wrong in that? Tell him, I'm telling you why I brought it here. There are two types of factors. One is we are doing IT work, as we do in our computers and all. But our system works on OT. If it is connected with IT, there is a chances of cyber security. So we have to have a system which is reliable at my substation level. Whatever data I am putting it should not be siphoned to anybody else. So here we require 5G data, 287 substation. Mr. Sanjay Sharma, who was here, he is a pioneer in that. He has done almost 50 number of stations, Wi-Fi. And next phase, we are going to have another 50 numbers. And one by within 1.5 years, all the substation will be Wi-Fi, where OT will work. Where no IT will be working, it is OT will be working. Then digital designing, 3D printing. I'll come to the 3D printing also. We have a 3D printers at Raipur also, at our Manesar also. We are printing the things which is not been given by my OEMs. जैसे example हमने बनाया क्या? PRD का हमारा cover खराब हो रहा था. We have a 3D printing. We have made it and we have replaced it all. Why we depend on that? Cloud computing, robotics and drone inspections. I've already told you. Digital twin. We are making all our substations. The first pilot we are doing. What we are doing? Digital twin. नाम ही बोलता है. Twin है. Exactly बना देंगे. What will make it? We'll make a digital twin of our AC and AIS as well as GIS substation, and we'll give it to you. Whatever fault you want to create, you create it. And see what is happening. How the fault is traveling. What is the level of fault current? So you can see that. So we are making digital twin of our substation. Why it is required? It is required to see the real data, which it should not be as per हमारे ऊपर एकदम ऐसा चीज नहीं आनी चाहिए कि अरे यार ये तो हम जानते नहीं थे. So digital twin we are making it. 5 substation we are making it. Once it has been done, digital HVDC, you can see it. You come to Manesar, we have a digital twin in Manesar. They are doing simulator there. They can play it, plug and play. But AC substation also, we are doing it. AR and VR. Whenever you come to Manesar, sir, I request you people to come there. You see that our training center is having VR. We have a VR system. He can go to any level. Whether it's HVDC, he can go to inside the valve hall. He can do, it is everything. He can see it. We are giving visual trainings. It is almost not less than, I'm not sure, but 100 plus. We have already visual reality, we have made it. It is there. And we train not only technicians, but are also up to the DGM and GM level persons. Cyber security. This is one of the aspects where PowerGrid is playing a major role. We have made a Center of Excellence with Indian Institute of Science. Cyber security is such a global area where nobody understands. क्या चीज है ये? साइबर सिक्योरिटी आएगा, साइबर अटैक आएगा, क्या है? हमारे रिलेज हैं, ये है. Lot of precautions we are doing it. CCERT is there. CCERT is doing, audit. NCIAPC, they are doing audit. They are telling it, but we don't know what has happened in Ukraine and Russia war. Started with this cyber attack only. So my point is, this is the area where we have to do it. We have to keep on innovating. So what we are doing it, we are doing it around 32 projects with ISC Bangalore from last 3 years. And now we have come out with the 5 POCs, which is not even done, even the word, nobody has been done. We will come out in that and we'll see that POC, if it is successful, we'll see that CA implemented in whole India. Because the relays, everything are black boxes. We never get into that. Only few people can understand. So we have to see that this area we have to there. Blockchain, this is the area where we have done the financial sectors. We don't know who passes the bills. Whenever the bill is entered, it gets created and it goes to, which center it is going. Nobody understands, only the money comes out. We are using it in that. I'll not come in that. So AI-enabled platform, I told you, PG Amrit, that is, I already told you that drones take the photographs, template se compare hota hai, it gets the defects in 1 minute. PALMS is the health indexing of my transformers and breakers. मेरे पास सारे breakers का और सारे transformers का इस समय data इस मेरे mobile पे है. If somebody wants to ask me कि Tuticorin में ICD2 की क्या condition है, I can tell him. RCM, I already told you, reliability center maintenance, we are doing it. AFS, this is a very important aspect that we have to see that fault analysis, kahan fault hua hai, kya hua hai. We have come out with TWFL. It is giving the exact tower which is faulty. It depends on what impedance you are putting it. If you have exact impedance you are putting it, TWFL will tell you the exact tower, exact span where the conductor is snapped. We have to see that training need assessment. As I already told you, human resource is one of the part. And also in Prabha, that is SR policy. I'll not come into that. That is the O&M part. We are putting it there. Udan is for management. We have to see that whole data. If I come to the next slide, I'll see you what the data is available. आज की डेट में क्या ट्रिपिंग हुई है, मेरी अवेलेबिलिटी क्या चल रही है, कौन सी लाइन में कितना करंट फ्लो हो रहा है, I can see it right now. Remote operation, as you know, that all 280 substations we are doing it. AR, VR, I was telling only 100, it is 250 plus AR remote assistance for field activities is there. So you can come to Manesar. I can assure you, once you come out of that, you will know that how, without going to the stations, without going to HVDC, without going to line, how you can climb, how you can do it. 5G support application, I have already told you. India is progressing. We have to see that. We have to go in Industry 4 also. So I already told you, satellite imaging. We have not to see that. We are not to patrol. It is under pilot project we have done it. I'm sure that within 2 years, we'll be able to see that our 50% line, no patrolling is required for vegetation management. MOU with ISRO, this is practical decisions. It is not only for vegetation, for other things also. When cyclone can come, prediction. When the river course can change, prediction. When the landslide can occur, prediction. That can be seen and we'll be able to know that this line, this area is critical. We have to see that before it occurs, we can take precautions. Robotics, drones, IT. Drones, I've told you, robotics. This is also area we have done it. You can go to the Jatikala substation. Robots move on the roads and they are taking the data. In HVDC, you must be seeing that. You must have gone to HVDC. It's a closed room. You cannot go inside unless you trip the HVDC. So how to know what is happening inside? So we have developed inside, our own employee has developed a drone which is inside the room. It goes for 4 hours, then it places one there, it gets it charged and keep on moving. So what is there inside the HVDC valve hall, it is known to me. No need to, this is AI where we are working. Here we are robotics, how it is helping it up. 3D lab already I told you, digital substation, digital lines we are making. We have told about digital substations. Now what is digital lines? Line mein kya digital hota hai? This is called the DLL. We call as a dynamic line loading. What is happening? हम उस line में अभी इसमें है कि नहीं present? We put the sensors on that. Based on the atmospheric condition, it is very, very useful when we think of not making new lines. How to optimize use of that transmission line, only DLL can tell you. This is the time where load is there, which is that you can play and see that. You can put some of the loads in that. It will be 100% utilization of transmission line to be done. You have to have a DLL system. Then MOU with IASC, I've already done. I3 SOC, which I already told you, security operation centers we have already made in Manesar. It tells about how many attacks, IT attacks are being done. It is 24 hours being maintained. I know how many attacks are coming up in IT sector. Digital twin initiatives and process digitization. क्या मैं ज़्यादा जल्दी तो नहीं चल रहा हूँ? It's okay. Is it clear to you? Because I'm not able to get any. It's okay, sir? Okay. So I have already told you about asset management centers. This is not only operating it, I'm telling you. Operating is only 20% part of NTMC. हमको लगता है कि ये central है केवल operate कर रहा है. It is not. It is having 4 more advantages. Let me tell you first. First is when the disturbance occurs, because we are operating in whole India. So disturbance when occurs, we don't know from where it started. So this is for analysis of that. They are very good. They are doing the analysis. They have the DR data of all the substation at NTMC. They can print out, they can see, they can find out. Fault identification is one of the part. The second part, which is very, very important, when we have a 287 substation, you people must be having around 400 or 500 substations. It is very difficult to maintain that when the SCADA comes out to be, whether the software which is there in relays, software which is in SCADA is upgraded or not. Because we are keep on upgrading the software. So centrally, since they are connected with our PowerTel system, we are upgrading the system sitting in NTMC to all the substations. It is not in the hands of substations. Sitting at NTMC, we do it. Another part, it is the visualizations of not only our grid, we can understand which is the other utility, maybe UPPTCL, maybe Rajasthan, maybe Haryana. If any, Grid India is doing it, but we are also monitoring at our end so that before something occurs, we can see that this is being mitigated. So these are the things which NTMC is doing. So I can tell you, they are enhancing the reliability of the system. We are now reliable. We can say that our system is reliable. हम लोग 99.82 ऐसे ही नहीं बन रहा है. These are the system which we have incorporated, which has made us too strong enough that yes, we are 100% reliable and resilient also. Anything occurs, we can see it up. Udan is for management. You can see on the right hand side. You can see on the right hand side is a dashboard, which is available to anybody, including chairman of PowerGrid. He is having it. He can see what is the present status, how much lines is there, what is the availability going on, which line has tripped, in which region has tripped, what is the availability. You can, so this is it's very much required for the, top executives, chief engineer and above. So this is, we have done it. So what is telling? It is KPI monitoring it is doing. We are seeing what are our indicators. Our indicators are there. our availability should be there, outage should not go. We see that our system should work, where our transformer should work. So this is there in that daily operational history. No need to make any other reports. It is available on your hands. No need to make कि उसका हम लोग एक एक्सेल शीट बना रहे हैं, उसको फिर उसको मेल कर रहे हैं, कोई और निकाल रहा है, 50 पेज नहीं. It is available. Mal operation details. How many mal operation occur? This is the very pinch point for PowerGrid, that we have to reduce the mal operation. And I'm telling you very proudly that we are much lower in mal operation from the international benchmarking. International benchmark is having around 5 to 6%. We are working in 3.9%. So we are well below, since we are having a complex grid, very integrated grid, but still our model operation, because we are continuously monitoring. How we are doing it? There are two methods I'm telling you. We have two types of audit. One is called SIR, one is called the MILAP. SIR, what we do, we have a team which goes to the substation and do the audit for 2 days, and any defects comes out, it will tell you. And MILAP, the nearby substation is a neighbor of that substation. Every month he has to go to that substation, this substation to go to, and find it out what are the mistakes are there, and there only it gets nailed down, and we see that the defects are zero. So MILAP as well as SIR plays the major role. Inventory analysis, this can be done by here. I can see if any bushing fails, I can tell you, अरे भाई क्यों परेशान हो रहे हो? मदुरई के X substations में ये bushing, RIP bushing 400 kV 2500 amperes की रखी हुई है. I can see from my top. No need to talk anybody. This is the help of Udan. Equipment health analysis, outage management tools. We see that कि whether हम काफी outage को क्लब कर सकते हैं क्या? उसी लाइन में काम करने के लिए लाइन वाले को भी करना है, सबस्टेशन वाले को भी करना है, कोऑर्डिनेशन नहीं होता है. This is the tool which is coordinating it. This maintenance trends we calculate, and we have a weather forecast model also, which we take from the slide and we put it in that so we can understand. This is PowerGrid asset flight management, we call as a PALMS, which I already told you for the transformers and reactors. And we are proud to say that we are patent in that, and you can see the patent in this. So this is a tool which is really required for health indexing. It is, आपको कुछ नहीं करना है boss. You have sensors in your transformers. एक दो हो सकता है सेंसर लगाने पड़ेंगे, लेकिन you have it. You have the communication link. You have to bring it out only on your desktop or your palm top or your mobile. This is the only thing you have to do it. You can understand the healthiness. DJ data आपके पास already है. You can get it done. What is the trend in that? We can bring it in that. I'm telling you, it is not very costly affair which you people can come out. It is very less cost, but it is very helpful. I have seen it. We have reduced the transformer failure rate to less than 25%, which if I take 3 years back, or 4 years back, it was 100. We have brought 1/4 of the transformer failure. PG Darpan, I already told you, this is very much required because my technicians, my JEs were playing. They were not going to the towers and they are just pulling the data. So we have brought this Darpan, PG Darpan. Now we have connected with the PG Amrit also. Now there is a possibility in next 3 years, we don't require technician itself. Only drones can take the photographs. And with the template, it is comparing and it is giving the results. What are the defects? My person will go only to attend the defects. Which is this Amrit, I'm telling you, this is that. So we have already 20 types of ground patrolling and 12 type of defects. Let me give an example कि आपका कोरोना रिंग उल्टा तो नहीं लगा हुआ है, कोई आपके स्ट्रैंड्स में बोल्ट लूज तो नहीं है, आपका जंपर में कोई बोल्ट लूज तो नहीं है, आपकी योक प्लेट सही लगी हुई है, इंसुलेटर्स ठीक है कि नहीं. This is there which we see it on the top and bottom type, whether it bottom side में जो भी आपके defects हैं. अभी इसमें हम वर्क कर रहे हैं. I'm telling you almost 32 type of defects. There are still around 12, 14, or maybe 100, or maybe 50 defects are still to be done, which we are working on that. I'm sure that in near future, it will be almost 60 to 65% of defects can become through BG Amrit. It is having accuracy of around 70%. This is a digitally connected, which is, I also feel it is to be used by all the utilities. This we call as I2P. I2P means intelligence inspection in PowerGrid. What it does, अभी हम लोग क्या करते हैं? We have a register. आज control room में we are having a register. we have to find it out. Abhi mere sare equipments mein we have a QR code. You have to scan the QR code. All the data is available. Whatever testing you have done, you just fill it up. Immediately it will compare with the factory results. It will tell you healthy hai ki nahi hai. आपको कुछ नहीं करना है. जो आप रजिस्टर में डाल रहे थे, you are putting in your palm top. I have given this palm top to all of my executives. They are having from PowerGrid size, and they are doing it this way. So this is not only having the history data, but also the real data. और सेकंड साइड पे, इस साइड पे आप देख रहे होंगे, there is a helmet which is having a screen. What is it is happening? We are not experts. I am not very expert in StatCom. I am not very expert in breakers. I may be expert in transformer. So what is happening? The person who is doing it is having a headgear with a camera on that. He can just place the, he can focus the camera on the place. He can talk to OEM. कहीं भी बैठा होगा, वो उसको बता देगा यहाँ डिफेक्ट है. नो नीड OEM टू कम. 5,000 रुपए या 25,000 रुपए पर डे का डाटा देने की जरूरत नहीं है. This is affecting. Apart from that, my NTMC is also helping them. So this is the area where all the experts can be clubbed together to do the defects. So no need that you have to be expert. You can take expertise from the experts and get the thing done. So this is the area where headgears are helping, and it's very, very useful. We are working in almost all the maintenance. We are using headgears, and now we are using it in a transmission line also. ऊपर है आपका टेक्नीशियन चढ़ गया है, कितने बोल्ट टाइट कर रहा है, we never know it. So by headgear we are able to do it. So I'll go faster in that. So this is the area. Now you all have to go to reliability center maintenance. हम लोग टाइम बेस्ड मैनेजमेंट कर चुके हैं, यूसेज बेस्ड कर चुके हैं. Now we have to see the conditioning and as well as reliability based. And this is the area reliability center maintenance में हम लोगों को SIGRE has awarded also. I'll not go much in that. I'll go in your way how it is working. You see that. You can see a matrix here, which is having red colors as well as green colors. The green color is healthy and red color is critical. So you can see the dots which is there. The 3 dots which is in red color is most critical. We have to see that it is working. We have to keep visual on those. Then orange is another part where we have to see that. This is based on the data which is automatically, you are not putting the data. Data sensor se hi aa raha hai, and it is giving you a picture which transformer is critical. You can see on the right hand side what had happened in that. We have reduced from 3.6 hours per equipment to 2.7 hours. 1 घंटा per equipment में हमने बचाया. उसके अलावा failure rate is now 0.6%, which was 1% in 2018. So this is the area, by doing these things, by investing that money, you reduce where the assets are completely increasing. Asset ऐसा नहीं है हमारे बढ़ नहीं रहे हैं. It is going on very good. दो तीन टेस्टिंग ऐसे रहता है, whether those who are in substation they know DCRM and SFRA, जहां हम टोटली मैन्युफैक्चरिंग पर डिपेंड रहते हैं कि वो कंपेयर करता है फैक्ट्री टेस्ट रिजल्ट से, तब हम SFRA वो करते हैं. By doing this advanced testing, we no need to do it. It automatically does it and gives the results. मेरे सारे ब्रेकर्स का DCRM अब मैं कंपेयर नहीं करता हूं. It only results comes out. This is the help of AI system. This is one of the case studies which I want to put it in front of you. HVDC एक ऐसा system है which totally OEM controlled है. It is being manufactured out of country. There is no manufacture in India. तो हमारे लिए बहुत difficult होता है HVDCs में जब outage होता है, तो how to do it. Bharat Saab knows it. Bharat Saab is one of the pioneer in HVDC in that. He knows that. We are totally depends on OEMs. So this time, first time we have done first time in the world, I'm telling you. पूरे वर्ल्ड में फर्स्ट टाइम है. सिगरे में वी आर पुटिंग ए पेपर एंड वी आर गोइंग टू गेट रिवॉर्ड ऑन दैट. दिस इज द फर्स्ट टाइम वी हैव डन इट. आवर ओन मैन पावर हैज डन full replacement of valve hall by our own man, by retrofitting that, by getting make in India, चाहे वो light guides हो, चाहे optical cables हो, चाहे उसका canopy हो, that will manufacture in India, and they have done it And this is the area where we all have to work. We have to see that, make it India, what our Honorable Prime Minister is telling. We have to work on that. This is only possible when we start making ourselves committed to it. कि हम हिंदुस्तान की चीज हिंदुस्तान में लगाएंगे. तो ये हमने बहुत अच्छा काम किया and we are going to get award out of it. This is also one of the equipment which is telling the healthiness of this. This is the latest equipment in the world which we are using, I'm telling you. If you want to use it, you can come it. It is there in Manesar also. जब ट्रांसफार्मर का आपको रिजल्ट लाइव देखनी होती है तो हम लोगों को देखना पेपर से ही मालूम होता है. तो एजिंग ऑफ पेपर्स विल सी दैट इट इज अ रेगुलर एजिंग और इट इज हैविंग ड्यू टू सम डिफेक्ट्स. So these are the equipments which we are using it. Since we are a public limited company, we have to see that we have to work for the public also. We have to see that हम ये planet हमारी जागीर नहीं है, हमें इस planet में पैदा किया है, तो we have to see that we have to work for the planet also. How to do it? It is ESG which is telling environment, social as well as governance. This is the rating which is coming out to be public limited company. We are 100. So we have to see that ESG rating is that. So these are one of the aspects that we are seeing that we are going with the natural ester oil. Paraffin oil and these oils are, transformer oils are very bad to the environment. We cannot dispose it of. So this we are working on that. We see that SF6 leakage is reduced so that we will have a good ESG rating. ERS team, you all know, you all have. Now we have seen that we have, for the reasons also, we have purchased the ERS. I'm not fast enough, huh? It's okay. Because I want to tell you what PowerGrid is doing. It should come to your mind. Hotline maintenance, we have already told you. These are the equipments we have already purchased. And you can see that even 765 kV level, without tripping the line, we are doing the maintenance. Climate resiliency, I have already told you that we are prepared for disaster. We have helped a lot of states when the disaster occurs, especially in Odisha, Telangana, and Andhra, where the cyclone comes out to be. We are prepared. We have 24/7 control room. We have a special patrolling. We have our own, ERS system available there. Resource planning, we do it. We find out the identification. I just want to tell you, this is also very important in maintenance. You have to find out which is the weakest area. You have to take care those areas also. So I can tell you that around 14 cyclones we have worked hard. We are self-reliant. Now, almost all the transformers we are making at site. Even winding change. We are coming with a repair shed also in Bhavadi, where the transformers, winding and all. I tell you, if you start working yourself, dependency on OEM, reduce it. I'm telling you, your O&M practices will go to a next level. Only the mindset has to be changed. You have to see that you can do it. You have to bring a motivation in your people that, yes, if OEM can do, why we cannot? It's nothing which is very important. What will happen? वो फिर से जल जाएगा ना, एक जलेगा, लेकिन दूसरे में वो उतनी अच्छी तरह करेगा. And you will see that once they become self-reliant, what we have done it, we have made expert groups. We have 7 number of experts group. There is an expert group in ESG. There is an expert group in transformers. There is an expert group in GIS. There is an expert group in breakers. They come whenever any problem comes. They come there and they immediately rectify it. No need OEM to be there. We are repairing the GIS module. Recently, when we went to Oman, they were very, very much surprised that we are doing GIS, maintenance ourselves. So immediately in next 10 days, their team has come and they see how PowerGrid is doing. We are fabricating our parts. TCSC and all, it is failing. We have to see that we are doing it our own. So I'll not go much in that. Advanced technologies are there. We are based safety trainings, we are doing it. I have already told you Wi-Fi we have put it. Satellite imaging, you would see that how we are doing it. Satellite imaging, I tell you, these are the 625 kilometers of lines. This is telling this type of results. We can able to find it out. Which is the plant, which is the tree, which is infringing the lines, and infringing, we can remove it and we can see that part. The red zone indicates the trees with high growth. It is telling not only the trees, it is telling about the growth of the trees also. Because bamboos are very important in Northeast region. They grow very fast. So it will tell you that bamboo in 1 week it will become critical. So you have to cut these bamboo first. So it is not only telling the trees, it is telling the growth rate also. This is called, I call it a digital transmission line, dynamic line loading. On the request of CA, PowerGrid has done one pilot project in Madurai Tuticorin line, and we have submitted the data, and you will see that in soon you will get the results also. Yesterday, day before yesterday, Secretary Power again has called us that you do it for the Rajasthan's lines, and so we have, with the help of Grid India, we are finding out the line where we can again do these DLL, so that number of lines can be reduced. We can plan the same power output with the less number of lines by help of DLL. I already told you about digital substations. I have already told you about wall hall inspection robot. I have already told you about 3D printing. Then will come the human capital development. This is very important for the management, that their staff, their employees, their executives to be skill building. We were having very much difficult when we are doing almost 1,55,000 crores work of construction at present. Gangs ही नहीं है, टावर इरेक्शन की गैंग नहीं है, सबस्टेशन ऑपरेशन के लिए हमें स्टाफ नहीं है, डिले हो रहा है. So we have opened around 5 number of skill development centers only for fitters, to train them how to climb on the towers, how to do rectification, how to do construction works. It's a free of cost. Even we are paying them. Not only we are giving the food and all, we are paying them. And there is a training for 3 months after that. We are giving it to all the private agencies like KEC, KPIL. They take from there and they are using them for the construction works. So 5 training centers, we have already made it. Why I am telling you, this is all areas of asset management. It is not at all related to operation and maintenance of breakers or testing. The holistic way we have to think. If you want your assets to work full life, they give you value. This is only possible when you start thinking holistically. You will see there is a monthly benchmarking scheme. We have a competition among substations and regions. They see that how the substation is working. We have a trophy, we have a prize, we have a certificates, we have a recognitions, we have a appreciations for those who are working well. So this is also important in asset management. Every month we give 3 employees the best employee. Every 3 months we give it 11,000, 7,500, 5,000. The reward we are giving. So what happens to me? They are coming with very new innovative ideas, very good ideas, how to ease of work, which we never thought of. That is coming out from them. This is the area where we work. Competency mapping, we are doing it. It is known as everything is available. If I want to know about Sanjay Sharma, I can see it, where he has worked, how we have worked, what are the position he has put it, what is the competency he is having, what are the work he has done. So we need not to find it out कि कौन लड़का कहां से अच्छा है, AI बताएगा मेरे को. I'll not take much time on that. So I was telling that we have 8 discipline जिसमें हमने experts group बनाए हुए हैं. These 8 are TL ERS, TL hotline, transformer reactors, AIS, GIS, protection, HVDC, FACT, NSAS. इनको हम हर लेवल की ट्रेनिंग देते हैं, इनको इंटरनेशनल ट्रेनिंग देते हैं, इंटरनेशनल सेमिनार्स में भेजते हैं, so that they know the best. They are best in that particular field. और जब भी मेंटेनेंस आता है तो they have to be there. We have a 87 MSG group. This is called the maintenance groups, and around 700 members are there. So this is the skill building which we did. This is again a part of asset management. We have created almost we are not gender specific. We work for the ladies also. We have a pink substations. It is run by only ladies. Their in charge is lady, maintenance is lady, testing engineer is lady. So we have almost at present 11 numbers of pink substations, which is being run by ladies. So these are the success rates. I'll come to the success rates. We have seen that our availability is very high, 99.82. Trip per line is 0.27. Relay maloperation has gone down below 4, 3.9%. SF6 leakage, which is very bad for the environment, 0.04%. And failure rate of the transformers is 0.6%. The next slide will establish our credibility, that how availability we are maintaining from last 5 years. I've given. If you see other 5 years, also the same results are there. Continuously tripping from line 0.36 to 0.27. This is because of these factors which we have taken. What are the steps we have taken? You see that how assets have increased, but outage had gone down. Where MBA has gone, CKM has gone, even gross fixed assets has gone. But manpower is also, it's not that we are working on that. I'll not go into that. Here I want to tell you where all Indians to be proud of. That PowerGrid India is having the availability best in the world. You can see, I'm not talking about China. China, I'm not having the results, but you can say it is better than USA. It is better than Oman, Portugal, Ireland, NGC, UK, which used to be our mentor. Now you can say that they are having 94.83, but we are having 99.82. So this is because our managements, we are always in a mood that we have to have a best in the world, whether it's manpower or whether equipment, whether practices, process, PPP, people, planet, and processes. All three we want to be best in the world. So this is, you can see that even tripping per 1,000 kilometers, we are much, much better than any in the world. Recently, we got the 2 awards. These are the 2 international agencies. One is called ITEMS, one is called ITEMS. ITEMS is International Transmission Operation and Maintenance Study, and that is called International Transmission Asset Management Study. We are in the first quarter. Quarter is that we have a high efficiency and low cost. We are working on that.